Hey, Mom.
Oh, hey, Mac. What was that?
I was chugging what was left of my Red Bull.
You chose to do that while you were recording?
I did. I made the creative decision to do that.
Oh, one of those days.
I made a lot of promises last week that this week would be better, and I'm realizing now that I don't think I can follow through on any of those promises.
Oh my goodness. Well, we made a good team between that and I couldn't breathe and was taking Ventolin.
Mom, we're going to continue on our Christmas tradition, and I would like you to tell the dear sweet internet friends about the year that we had multiple Christmas trees.
The year that we had multiple Christmas
Yes.
trees. We had multiple Christmas trees every year.
No, the year that we had a Christmas tree that you put in the basement that you said just us could decorate.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Mom, don't you dare tell lies.
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. But then, listen, you just remember that I gave you the opportunity to tell this story your way. I gave you the control of the narrative, and now guess what, baby? We're in Mac territory now because I'm telling this story.
Well, now you piqued my interest. I'm not sure. Well, hopefully you remind me what happened.
For those of you who don't know, my mom has a very particular method of decorating a Christmas tree.
Yes.
That method is not kid-friendly.
No.
A lot of times now, to her credit, a lot of times my mom would let us decorate the tree, wait until we fell asleep, and then redecorated the tree so that all the ornaments were evenly spaced and so it matched a particular color scheme.
Yeah, well, that was in the early years, and then later on, I just would get you guys your own little trees that you can decorate and redecorate as many times as you wanted.
Right. Okay, that's a whole nother story that I'm not going to touch with a 10-foot pole. But I'm talking about the year that you brought a tree into the basement, and you said, this is your guys' tree. And it was a full-size Christmas tree.
Oh.
This is your tree that you can decorate as you will.
Okay.
So my sister and I decided we were going to cover this tree in tinsel and put stuffed animals into it.
Okay. Oh, is that the year you put all the Beanie Babies in there? Okay,
Well,
go on. Tell the story.
So, we decide we're going to do this. And we create the Christmas tree of our dreams, the Christmas tree our hearts have wanted. It's got stuffed animals on it. It's covered in tinsel. We used, I think, rainbow-colored lights, which was never done in the history of a mom Christmas tree.
Did you put blinking lights on there too?
We might have. We went ham on this tree. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up was because even though the tree was way down in the basement, tucked away from where respectable folks might see it, what did you do to that Christmas tree?
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. I don't even remember the tree being there.
Well, you do, because you remember the Beanie Babies.
Oh, and that was the tree that we're talking about?
Mom, what other tree? Mom,
yeah.
I told you there was a tree that was covered in tinsel and full of stuffed animals.
I don't remember the stuffed animals. I just remember Beanie Babies.
What's the difference between a Beanie Baby and a stuffed animal?
Probably nothing.
Mom? Tell me. Please quantify that.
Probably nothing.
Now, you're distracting from the narrative on purpose because my mom could not handle that the animals were not evenly spaced apart.
Oh, I probably fixed it then.
Under the cover of darkness, she slunk down to the basement and she reorganized those stuffed animals.
Did you guys know? Well, obviously, I guess you guys noticed.
Of course we noticed. And that's the thing. Like, it probably took me a little longer to notice, but we also used to slightly move ornaments on my mom's Christmas tree to bother her, and she would instantly notice. She would walk into a room and be like, someone moved that red bulb one tree branch over to the left. Instant.
Yeah. I realize I have a problem. Yeah.
Well, I suppose my question for you is, because I could not care less where the stuffed animals were placed. I guess my question for you is, even when you're not looking at it, even when you're not looking at that tree, was it just the knowledge that they were slightly out of place?
Yeah, but even with my own tree, when I do it my own self, I'm fixing it all the time. But I thought it was because something I did wrong. I didn't realize you guys were doing it.
No, Mom, don't even. You absolutely knew it was us. Don't.
Well, I
even
knew it
with
was
me.
you guys with the bookshelf.
And the tree. Some people will talk about politics or, bring up past family stuff to instantly start an argument around the holidays. All we had to do was move a Christmas bulb over or switch the settings on the Christmas light. That's all we needed to do to get things going a little spicy.
Yeah, I get real irritated with blinking lights.
Blinking lights, rainbow colored lights. Lights that are too bright of a white instead of a soft or a cream or an incandescent color. But my mom would find a set of ornaments that she liked, and she would painstakingly collect them one at a time over years and years.
Yeah.
Like the music notes, where she'd be like, okay, I want 2 kinds of these notes, and I want 1 violin and 2 trumpets. And she'd be like, but I can't buy all these at once because ornaments are expensive.
Yeah. Well, all the instruments that go on the tree are collector items. So yeah, they're not cheap. So I would just collect them one at a time.
Yeah, so she'd be like, okay, for Mother's Day this year, I want a violin, and for my birthday, I want a trumpet, and then for Christmas, I would like 1 music note.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that I love and I cherish, and they all match, and it's all a theme. So,
well, and I think for you too, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think for you too, it's you very much grew up in an era where the home was a reflection of the mom, basically, the woman living in the home. So, for better or worse, we're not here to get into that, but that's kind of the era that you grew up in. And so a lot of times around Christmas time and stuff, when you were doing so many of the things that you do legitimately really enjoy, like cooking for people and decorating and stuff like that, it was your time to the Christmas decorations were very much an extension of you and the way you wanted to have your home set up around the holidays, the warmth and the hospitality and all that stuff.
I think you're right. That. I hadn't thought about it, but I think, that probably has part of it. I do consider my house, if the house is messy or untidy, I feel like that is an extension of me.
So, and that's just, that's kind of the, like I said, that's the era that you grew up in, too. So I think some of it is that, but I think at Christmas time that extension almost had a positive side to it, where it was your chance to be I'm going to put up my Christmas tree, and I've handpicked all these decorations around the house, and that was more of an enjoyable experience for you, I hope.
No, it was totally an enjoyable, and just even having my own Christmas tree, as opposed to it being a family tree, took the stress away from that for me. When we just decided that to get you guys the little trees, and I could just do the big tree myself, did alleviate a lot of stress and make it a lot more enjoyable for me too, because I do enjoy that process.
For sure. And I think it made it more enjoyable for everyone than we felt like. Well, and like I said before, so I've talked about the emotional sensitivity that I continue to have, but definitely had as a child, right? So for me, someone moving an ornament that I had very carefully selected the location of hurt my feelings, because I had a lot of feelings all the time, right? So I think, the flip side of that is also it, as much as I've given you a hard time on this podcast.
It's okay.
That made it a more enjoyable experience for all of us, because we had this individual thing of I have this tree that I can decorate the way that I want, within reason, because I tried some stuff that was immediately kiboshed.
I don't remember. What was it?
I would just do weird things because I was a weird kid. So I'd be like, what would be cool is if I put cards in my Christmas tree, playing cards. Or like granola bar wrappers because the outside is shiny or, whatever.
Yeah.
Those ideas were usually immediately redirected elsewhere.
Yeah.
Dear sweet internet friends, how do you guys like to decorate your tree? Do the ornaments have to be in a specific spot? Is it a big family event? Does everyone have their own trees? You can let us know across the board at Hey Mom, Hey Mack. We're also at heymomheymack@gmail.com. And if you like our content and want to see more content, you can go to heymomheymack.com.
And that's Mom with an O and Mac with a CK. Bye, Mac.
Bye, Mom.